All right, I'm going to ask the donkey donks behind the glass a very important question. Do I watch Fyre Fraud on Hulu, which just came out on January 14th, or do I watch Fyre, the greatest party that ever happened on Netflix that came out on January 18th, or do I do the double dip and watch both?
I think you need to do the double dip.
Because I'm kind of intrigued about how the Fyre Festival just became a big flaming fireball down in the Bahamas, and it disintegrated, and people were promised this amazing experience to come out. Social media influencers were telling them, oh yeah, you got to go down to the Bahamas for this amazing musical event.
So this is not Fyre. This is not Fyre spelled like
no,
F-Y-R-E.
It's F-Y-R-E. And it's probably one of the biggest scams in the last 10 years.
All right, I don't know anything about this. Explain.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of people bought tickets to a concert in the Bahamas, not knowing anything about it because the group behind it put out a trailer video or promotional video,
like a teaser,
with supermodels on this exclusive beach they claimed was Pablo Escobar's private island, and it made it look like the greatest party in the world.
And it was promoted by Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, like social media influencers.
They hired the people with millions of followers.
Right, and they were getting paid, by the way.
Yes.
To put it on their Instagram, tweet about it, and drive people towards this event.
So they thought it was a legitimate event too.
They did when they, I think, originally came up with the concept.
Because Uber for celebrities. So if you wanted someone to perform at a chili cook-off or a birthday party, you could use the Fyre app and hire them, and then they would come to it. So having this big promotional concert's not a bad idea.
Who were they promoting was going to perform at the concert?
Blink 182,
Migos,
like DJ Snake.
It wasn't necessarily the acts. It was just like the exclusive trip that cost $10,000.
And it was in the Bahamas and with like cabanas and villas.
When they created it, they I think originally had the intent of putting it on. They were just so over their head, they never pulled the plug.
Okay.
They had 100 opportunities to say this isn't going to work, but they were so greedy and didn't care that they were just taking people's money. They just said, well, they'll deal with it when they get here. And it was the biggest scam ever.
Well, were those people arrested?
Well, they had guys in jail.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got to watch this. Is this
fascinating?
Is this just one documentary series, or is it?
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour. It's like a 2-hour.
Now the principal guy that gets featured his name is Billy McFarland, and he was convicted of defrauding investors of $27+ million.
Yeah. So what he was doing is he was going to investors and basically lying about who was performing. Right. In terms of so he could build capital to spend down at the beach to try and right the ship.
Gotcha.
But he was just flat out lying.
This is crazy. Did he think he was going to get away with that?
Well, he's the arrogant SOB. Like these guys. Like
he's a sociopath.
So you've already seen it.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Do they interview Billy McFarland?
That's the key. The Billy McFarland interview is exclusive to Hulu because I think they paid him $250,000.
Oh.
Now,
even though he's in jail.
What was his jail sentence?
I think 6 years.
And he does not look like a guy who's built to last 6 minutes in jail, let alone 6 years in jail.
Hold on. This is Billy McFarland here on the right, isn't it? This guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's got money, and
he's
a scam artist.
He's just an idiot.
He'd be fine there.
Jason, so they were promising these people who paid like $10,000 for this trip.
Right.
They were promising them like cabanas. Like a private cabana like you would get at like a day club in Vegas.
Sure.
And what was the cabana? What did it entail?
It was a hurricane shelter.
So was it?
It was basically a tarp.
So it was basically like you go to Dick's and get like one of those
a tent,
like a tent for like a sporting event.
Yeah,
it was a FEMA tent,
like to keep the sun off of you. That's basically all it does.
And the beds were the worst mattresses in the world,
soaked in urine.
Yeah,
in rain.
All right, so how many people? So these people from all over the world that were coming?
Yeah, but there's a lot. It's also teaching you a lesson of social media and buying into people. What people are telling you to do on social media.
Another reason I'm a genius.
Because
that's the Hulu version or the Netflix version.
Which one do I watch first? What's your recommendation?
I didn't watch the Hulu one. I love the Netflix one. Tons of footage. These guys recorded everything. They're the biggest idiots on the planet. They love videotaping everything.
Smoking guns all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And what is it called? It's called Fyre?
Yeah, it's Fyre.
Okay. F-Y-R-E.
Or it's like the festival that never was or something.
Okay.
Like that. You'll see it.
I'm going to watch it. I can't believe this idiot thought he was going to get away with it.
The Hulu is called Fyre Fraud. The Netflix version is called Fyre, the greatest party that never happened.
Gotcha. All right, I'm all in.
Oh, and they were stranded there. All the people. There was no return flight.
Yeah, they couldn't get back.
That's
They're
unbelievable.
just stranded in the mom.
And then when they got there, and said they had all these tents. Oh, by the way, when their luggage arrived, it just arrived. They had no locker system or figuring out a way to get your luggage from the plane. So you had people rummaging through all your belongings, trying to find a tent. It was like mayhem.
Wow. I had never heard of this. When did this happen?
It was scheduled to happen over the
almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, April and May of 2017.